Good morning, grade 5. Welcome back to EVS class. In the last session, we discussed about different kinds of deficiency diseases like marasmus, anemia, and scurvy. Today, we'll be talking about the categories in which the diseases can be divided into. All the diseases can be divided into two major categories, namely the communicable diseases and the non-communicable diseases. The diseases that spread from one living being to another are called communicable diseases, and the diseases which cannot be transferred from one living being to another are known as non-communicable diseases. We'll be discussing about these two types of diseases further. Firstly, let's talk about non-communicable diseases. What do you mean by the word communicable? The word communicable means transmit or transfer, okay? And non-communicable means which cannot be transferred, which cannot be transmitted. So non-communicable diseases are the diseases that cannot spread from one living being to another. If we touch somebody's hand, that doesn't mean we'll get their disease. In fact, they are caused due to some other reasons. The first cause of the non-communicable disease, as we have discussed earlier also, it is caused due to the deficiency of some or the other nutrient. The nutrients like vitamins, minerals or proteins. If these nutrients are not being transferred to our body in a particular quantity, then our body will be suffering from some or the other kind of deficiency disease like anemia or scurvy, which we discussed earlier also. So these are the non-communicable diseases which cannot be transferred from one person to another. The second cause for the non-communicable disease is the malfunctioning. Malfunctioning means if an organ of our body does not work properly, that means we have a disease. May it be liver, may it be heart or kidneys, but they cannot be transferred. This problem of malfunctioning of an organ of our body cannot be transferred to another person. If we touch a person who has a problem and whose one organ like the heart is not working properly and he is suffering from heart disease, it will not be transferred to us if we touch them or come in direct contact with them. So all these are non-communicable diseases which are caused due to the lack of balanced diet or the non-functioning or the bad functioning of an organ of our body. Coming to the communicable diseases. These diseases are really dangerous because they can spread from one living being to another. If a person is suffering from cold or cough, and if you are coming in direct contact with that infected person, you might catch cough or cold because he is suffering from a communicable disease, that is cold. So the diseases that spread from one living being to another are called infectious diseases, contagious diseases or communicable diseases. It has three names: communicable, infectious or contagious diseases. And these diseases are caused or spread by small organisms which are known as germs. So to wash away all these germs, we need to wash our hands, we need to wash our face and take bath daily so that we are not covered or we are not touched by all these germs. These germs can be of various types like bacteria, viruses or protozoans. These are the germs which are really small in size. You cannot see them without some proper scientific instrument which is known as microscope. These are really small and you can never see that they are covering your hands or touching your feet. So they are really small in size. I'll show you. So as you can see in this picture, there are some microorganisms present. In this picture we can see it, but when we come to the real world, we cannot see them with our naked eyes. We need a scientific instrument called microscope, which is responsible for showing us the smallest things present in this ecosystem. The microorganisms or the germs namely are bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae and many other germs are there in the ecosystem. So these are responsible for spreading the diseases from one person to another, which we call communicable disease. These diseases can be spread through water, air, food, insect and animal bites. So we come to the end of the session now. Please see this video twice or thrice to understand the things in a better way. I would be sharing the link of the modules which are there on the Extra Marks app on the portal. Thank you, kids. Bye.